Okay, our next inductee, and I've been looking forward to this one, is Alan Ramsey. Alan Ramsey, congratulations.
Thank you.
That Saturday morning column you wrote for so many years was certainly the first thing I read of everything on a Saturday morning. It summed up the week in politics so perfectly, but as Paul said, you chose your targets and you hit them without fail. How quickly did the phone ring on an average Saturday from angry politicians concerned about what you wrote?
Depends if I wrote about Keating. He was very quick to ring.
In a nice, gentle tone?
No. No. I remember there was one morning, just before an election, I'd written something, and he rang up and said, "I'll tell you what I'm bloody tired of. Fucking..." Excuse me.
It's okay.
Press gallery, dumbwits. And because I'd said, we're tired of hearing his voice, we're tired of voters or so and so. But I still think he was one of the people that kept me in politics for a long time.
Why is that?
Because he was always interesting, he was always relevant, he was game, he had courage, he was a leader. Like Malcolm Turnbull isn't.
Well, that preface...
I mean, Turnbull has all these huge... He could have had everything. I thought when this bloke took over, this is the quintessential Conservative Prime Minister. His judgment is appalling. He gets himself into so much bloody trouble. And then he can't get out of it. And of course, all those people behind him are making things worse for him.
I'll ask you the same.
But we're not here to talk about Malcolm Turnbull. But look, the job I had at the Sydney Morning Herald for 22 years was the best job you could ever have. I enjoyed it enormously. I was very grateful to the Herald that I was able to have it for so long. But when I got to December 2008,
yep.
I had to go. I was tired. But I tell you what, I'd love to be back there now.
Yeah? Would you like to, if the opportunity presented itself, leap back into print?
It depends who asked me.
All right.
Depends who asked me. But I would go.
Okay.
My word.
Just before you go...
You understand? I would go.
You want to point towards the Fairfax table, perhaps? Hey, did you ever regret leaning over the railings of the press gallery and shouting "you lie" to John Gordon?
Yes, I did, because it was stupid. It was absolutely so bloody foolish. But I'm following each word about it. Gorton is talking about a conversation that he and I had in his office 2 or 3 days earlier about Malcolm Fraser. And I'm following each word. And all of a sudden I get, and it leaps to, no, he didn't do that. He didn't say it. You liar! But he wasn't lying, he was being a politician and he was just bending things, a bit. That was all. But I apologised. I got back into Parliament House. And the next time I saw John Gordon, I went along with my tape recorder. And when I got there, he said, well, look, the last time we had a conversation, I think there was a bit of controversy about what each of us said. Do you mind if I put my... And he put his tape recorder up on the table, and I had mine down there. It was wonderful. Yeah. It was wonderful. And it was a nice piece that was done. Anyway.
Well, Alan Ramsey, I look forward to reading your Saturday column on Malcolm Turnbull, which perhaps is not too far away. Congratulations on a fantastic career.
Thank you.
Well done. Just walk that way for a photo.